Reading more scripture does not automatically mean you understand it better. A lot of people think confusion means they're failing spiritually. But honestly, sometimes people are just moving too fast. People rush through chapters, rush through devotionals, rush through verses, and then wonder why they still feel disconnected from what they're reading. But the Bible was never meant to be rushed through like social media. It was meant to be understood. And one verse that really explains this well is 2nd Epistle to Timothy 2:15. Study to show thyself approved unto God, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. Now notice something here. It says rightly dividing the word of truth. That means understanding matters. Carefulness matters. Attention matters. And honestly, you cannot carefully divide something you barely slowed down long enough to read. A lot of people approach scripture emotionally. They read when they're upset, read when they're overwhelmed, read quickly before work, read quickly before bed. And there's nothing wrong with wanting comfort from scripture. But understanding usually requires more than emotional reading. It requires stillness, one verse, one thought, one question at a time. What is this saying? Why is this being said? What does this teach me about God? What does this teach me about people? What does this reveal about how I should live? That's where understanding starts growing. And honestly, sometimes one verse understood correctly can change your life more than reading 5 chapters distracted. Because reading more is not always the same thing as understanding more. And I think a lot of people need permission to slow down again, especially now. Everything in life moves fast. People scroll fast, think fast, react fast, talk fast. But scripture was never designed to be consumed that way. The Bible slows you down if you let it. So if reading scripture has ever felt overwhelming to you, maybe the answer is not reading faster. Maybe the answer is slowing down long enough to truly understand what you're reading. One verse, one truth, one moment of understanding at a time. And honestly, that's where real growth begins.